So from this story that I'm trying to tell you today, please don't judge me too hard. Remember, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to poke a little bit or scratch a little bit on the surface of what they make us believe. Watch till the end. I recommend you do. It's kind of a stormy weather outside, so it's nice to be inside having a cup of coffee at my cabin in the woods. I have a little story I want to tell you today, and this is only my opinion, and I don't think there are many people on this planet who actually think the way that I'm going to tell you now. In the beginning of August 1945, the Americans, the United States of America, dropped two atomic bombs, one on Hiroshima and one on Nagasaki. In total, they was approximately killing 200,000 people. Terror bombing. But I do not think it was any atomic bomb. I don't think they have any atomic bombs at all. I think it's all a lie. I think that what they was using was white phosphorus, napalm, and they carpet bombed this Japanese cities, who was mainly built out of bamboo and paper. The houses there was very fragile, and they started this huge fire that burned the city down. If you look at the picture from Nagasaki and Hiroshima, you can see that all the concrete parts of the buildings was still standing. And I think that if you go there now and you have a Geiger teller, you will not find any radioactive activity at all there. Both cities are built up again. There's a lot of people living there. What the American needed was not an atomic bomb, but fear to end the war. They did the same in Tokyo. They carpet bombed Tokyo with the same kind of bombs, white phosphorus, napalm, etc. And I think they was killing millions of people in Tokyo, but they have never claimed using atomic bombs there. Well, I don't think they have any atomic bombs, but the world reacted to their lie in a way that they actually believed that America has developed an atomic bomb weapon. And from there, after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the war in Japan also ended quickly after that. The Americans are still there, though. Like they are in Germany. Um, the the war ended, but the production of bombs and war equipment and whatever they use in wars did go on for a long time. It did go on in Germany, or not in Germany because that was occupied by the Americans, but it did go on in England, in France, and in the United States of America. They are not able to turn off the wheel of production when one of their wars ends. And there we come to the next point in my history story for you today. And that is that after many years of production of heavy bombs, etc., some of these bombs was starting to getting unstable, and how to get rid of it. It's mountains of bombs and explosives. The American used the Nevada desert, where they build up mountains of these bombs and whatever explosives they have been making. And they set this huge mountain of explosives off in one blast, like that. And Hollywood did the rest, calling it testing of nuclear explosions or bombs. But it was actually getting rid of overproduction bombs from war production after wars that has ended. The same goes for Great Britain and France. They also get rid of a lot of their overproduction of war material and bombs and explosives, calling it nuclear test explosions. That's how they get rid of it. The Americans tried to get rid of a lot of it, bombing Vietnam for a lot of years with all they had. And still they just used the tip of the iceberg. So, of course, you have the Iron Curtain at this time, and you have the Soviet Union on the other side. You have the West and the Soviet Union. And they used the same tactics. They neutralized each other with big lies. The war production in Russia was also going on high speed long after 1945. And how to get rid of it? The unstable explosives and things like that. They also build mountains of bombs and explosives in Novaya Zemlya and Sibir and elsewhere, and they detonated it in one blast, and there Hollywood did the rest. There are no atomic bombs. Just a huge lie, and the lie started in the United States of America as usual, in my opinion. Today there are, the West, led by the United States of America. They are fighting a war, a proxy war in Ukraine against Russia. And they have been provoking Russia step by step, one bit further from day one of the SMO, special military operation that Russia has in Ukraine. The last thing they did was actually attacking Russia in Kursk. All this is telling me that as the Russians hasn't used any of these atomic bombs they say they have, they don't have any. And America is actually doing what they do because they know they don't have any, as they don't have any themselves. So Russia is now moving their so-called atomic submarines and navy up to Cuba and to Central and Latin America. And the Americans can only stand by and watch it because they don't have any atomic bombs. Oh well, I'm just a simple Norwegian far up in the north, telling you what or how I see it. There is also many other things going on today that, you know, the landing on the moon in 1969 with landing equipment made out of aluminium foil in 1969, you know. During this year, both India has landed equal, landing station on the moon, also made out of aluminium foil fully. And I think it was China that should not be any worse, so they actually landed on the moon as well. But they did it with an extremely sharp zoom lens. All this is to tell us that they are calling the American bluff. There are no viruses. They didn't land on the moon. Joe Biden is not the president. USA is not a democracy. There are no atomic bombs. Zero. It's all big lies. And it all starts at the empire of lies, the United States of America. So this last years has opened my eyes. So that's how I see it. Now you may comment and watch it or don't watch it or whatever. I don't care. I have told you how I see it. And I am 100% sure I'm right. Everything they say is a lie. The American dollar is not of any value. It has actually zero value or minus. The United States of America is bankrupt. They have been bankrupt for a long time. It's all artificial that they are still alive. It's a big lie. Don't fall for it. Just relax. It's not dangerous. They don't have any atomic bombs. That said, it isn't like, they didn't try to make an atomic bomb. They have tried a lot of times, and obviously, if you add a bowl of plutonium or whatever inside a huge explosion to try to set it off, you will create an area with termination from radioactive stuff. So on some of these test sites, they tried for many years to actually make atomic bombs, but they couldn't do it. But as they was trying to do it, they they spread a lot of radioactive material as they blew it all to pieces. So if you go into the Nevada desert somewhere, that's probably the area will be closed off due to radioactive waste on the ground, I guess. But that is waste from bombs they tried to set off that didn't actually explode from an atomic explosion. But they used tons of TNT and other stuff to try to set it off. Yeah. Now I will make myself a lunch from the leftover of the spaghetti bolognese, and I will sit down and eat it and relax, and I will not be afraid. They are not able to frighten me, and I love spaghetti bolognese. Very good. There you have it. That was my opinion. Just remember that in Great Britain per today, they are putting people to jail for having an opinion they don't like. If they don't like your opinion, they might put you to jail. That is the democracy we are living in for today.